B.I.W. Best Internet Wrestling.
What's up, guys? This is Chad Hogan Live, and tonight I'm going to talk about Hell in a Cell 2014, which I am fresh off of watching, and I gotta say, what a crazy main event that was. That's the stuff I'm talking about for WWE to capture both the new audience and recapture the magic with our disenchanted current and old audience. Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins put on one hell of a main event. Kudos to Jamie Noble and Mercury for making it extra special with their involvement. I'm going to basically talk about the main event, and by the way, Paige and AJ look great. The main event was fantastic and had a lot of props, gimmicks, storytelling, and made me realize the art of storytelling can sometimes be lost in the current flux of matches we see weekly on television. We probably see, matches numbering in the teens to early 20s. We see like 15 to 20 matches a week if you watch all the programs. For myself, psychology's kind of lost on me these days because you don't always see a great amount of it, be it in squash matches or just, random mid-card matches. But tonight, the storytelling was fantastic. It literally brought me to the edge of my seat in a roller coaster-like high, and you could hear it in the audience. They were absolutely taken along for the ride. And I understand not every main event is going to have props and whatnot, and it doesn't need it. Even that match didn't need blood, and it didn't have it. But we had a lot of great bumps. We had, more importantly, a lot of great storytelling. I had no idea who was going to win, and the spoiler had the appearance of Bray Wyatt in this mystical, almost holographic form with that weird light and the chanting. I almost thought it would be Sting. I was hoping, I'm sure everyone was, but it's great to see Bray Wyatt back. It freshens up the main event, and even though it was kind of a weird, cheap finish, we saw so much in that match and some great storytelling that for 20 or so minutes we were taken for a ride. I can't blame them for ending the match the way they did. At least Bray is back in the main event feuding with Dean Ambrose. Where does that leave Seth Rollins? I'm hoping he feuds with Cena, and it gives them something to do, and Cena's pretty high quality in WWE, right? He's the top dog, so for Seth Rollins that would be great, but a feud with Randy Orton, or, even anyone else would still be pretty admirable. I hope they continue just pushing these guys to the top, Daniel Bryan style, not the slow push, but here's our new generation. It's kind of like the 90s when the new generation appeared. We were all very excited but leery. Who's Shawn Michaels? Who's The Undertaker? All these guys. Who's Bret Hart? And they became legends. And we're seeing that all over again. We're seeing future legends in the making. So kudos to everyone, the crew, the talent, the camera operators, everyone for getting the great shots. The replays on the VTR were very fantastic. Falling from the table, or falling from the cage to the table, they showed it in slow motion. And I'm telling you, man, these guys are pros. They took that bump well, but I don't know how to wrestle. I do know what I like to see, and I saw some great wrestling tonight and some great storytelling. The rest of the matches were good. You saw Cesaro and Ziggler have a fantastic bout, as usual. I find that's a good indicator of their direction, of where they're going with this, that they're actually having matches that might possibly be the future generation, whereas we're seeing the old guard kind of opening the show now, which is cool, and I know it's not going to be forever, but they're slowly passing them the ball. So kudos to WWE. Hell in a Cell was a fantastic pay-per-view, but get your asses on the WWE Network properly in Canada. Thank you. This is Chad Hogan Live.
B.I.W. Best Internet Wrestling.